Question 2. We're given a function f of x is equal to 5 cos x plus 12 sin x. We want to express this in the form r cos x minus alpha, where r is a positive constant and alpha is an acute angle given in radians to 3 decimal places. So let's start by looking at r cos x minus alpha. Using the expansion for cos x minus alpha, that's r into cos x cos alpha plus sin x sin alpha. And we can rewrite this as r cos alpha cos x plus r sin alpha sin x. If we then compare this with this, we can see that r cos alpha must be equal to 5 and r sin alpha must be equal to 12. If we do equation 2 divided by equation 1, we get r sin alpha over r cos alpha is equal to 12 over 5. The r's cancel, so we have tan alpha is equal to 12 over 5. We can now calculate alpha is equal to 1.176 radians, correct to the 3 decimal places required. If we then want the value of r, we can come back to here and say that r is equal to 5 divided by cos alpha. Make sure if you do this, you use the whole value of alpha on your calculator display, not the rounded number. If you do this calculation, you should find that r is equal to 13. Therefore, our function f of x, this function here, is equal to 13 cos x minus 1.176 radians. In part B, we want to solve the equation 5 cos x plus 12 sin x is equal to 6 for values of x between 0 radians and 2 pi radians. We know from part A that we can replace the 5 cos x plus 12 sin x with this expression here. So we have 13 cos x take away 1.176 radians is equal to 6. Therefore, cos x take away 1.176 radians is equal to 6 over 13. For our principal value, we need to do the inverse cosine of 6 over 13, and with my calculator in radian mode, I get 1.091 radians. If I look at this on a cast diagram, the principal value is just here, where this angle is 1.091, and the secondary value, with a cosine which is positive, must be in the C quadrant. By symmetry, this is 1.091 as well. we're looking at values of x from 0 to 2 pi. Since initially we're looking for x take away 1.176, we're looking at values of x take away 1.176 between minus 1.176 and 2 pi take away 1.176. So that's starting here and going around once. If we do that, we get x take away 1.176. The first angle we meet is this one, which is at minus 1.091. The next one we meet is this one, which is 1.091. And we don't meet any others. So all we need to do to find x is add 1.176 to both of these. Minus 1.091 add 1.176 gives us 0.085 radians, and 1.091 add 1.176 gives us 2.267 radians. Now in part C, we want to write down the maximum value of the function 5 cos x plus 12 sin x, which we know is equal to this. We know for a cosine the maximum it can be is 1. It follows the maximum this can be is 13. So the maximum value of the function is 13. We now want to write down the smallest positive value of x for which this maximum value occurs. We know that the cosine of 0 is equal to 1. So that means that we need x minus 1.176 to be equal to 0. This will happen if x is 1.176 radians.